Hi there, welcome everybody to another episode. Well, today this is a joint episode. We have the team of Nexweave that we've joined together with the team of Konnectzit. So say hello, guys. It's a new year for everybody.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year, everyone. Excited to be here.
This is different, right? We've got the two teams coming together. This is probably something that not a lot of people expected. So let's just jump right into it and find out what's new, what's different with this little team up that we have going on here.
Absolutely. So we were having discussions with Rakesh and the team, and we thought that let's showcase some of the capabilities when the two platforms come together. It's a new year. I am sure many of us are looking for collaborations, and there's a lot that the entity world can do together once tools start coming up and integrating with one another. We've seen that earlier with the conversation that we had with other entity founders as well. And we intend to continue that along the year as well, so that people who've already invested in other entities find more value in the whole combination altogether.
Yeah,
So that's what we had in mind.
That was a great initiative in the it brings the tool more robust. With all the LTD tools, it was a great initiative. Even we try to do that inside Konnectzit. We try to integrate as much as LTD products as possible.
Absolutely, and I think that's a
Go ahead. Go ahead. It was noticeable, so we appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
And I think it's a very strong positive coming from the community that the founders are working together to see how one can get the value from the other. We've seen that happen with the plug and pay team, with Emmy doing that piece. We've had conversation with Carsten. There are others coming up as well. So yeah, I think 2021 could be the year of collaborations, and we certainly hope for that to go along.
True.
So, guys, let's jump right into it. So we have both platforms, right? So everyone knows that Konnectzit's like an automation platform. And then we have Nexweave, which is a personalization platform. So how can the two work together?
So what we've done is that we've compiled a very short demo showcasing how you can have a form filled up on a landing page. And as soon as you fill a form, you get an email which contains a personalized image, which can also be connected to a video on your landing page. So we had some conversations with people in the community, and they said that we would like to send something which is hyper-personalized to individuals who either filled up a form for a calendar booking, or they submitted a request for a callback or something like that. So we thought, why not have a discussion with Rakesh, see how we can have that piece showcased very seamlessly by using the two platforms. So let me just fire that up right away and show you a glimpse of that.
Yeah, true. Personalization always helps whenever there is a new sale happens to your leads. So whenever there is someone actually enters into your funnel and completed new sale, and we are giving a personalized messages for him, like by videos and photos. It's totally it's actually give a better thing where we can actually upsell something else as well when we are doing that. And automation and personalization is a great collaboration, we can say.
True. Is there something that we could see in action? Could we see it actually take place, like a demonstration or example?
Absolutely. In fact, for this demo, the only tool which is not from the LTD space is Gmail. The rest of the tools that we've shown in the integration are all from the LTD space. So I'm going to share my screen right away.
Bruce will bring Gmail or like any alternative soon for an LTD world.
I'll see what I can find. I'll see what else I can bring to the LTD world. Yeah.
And many people are looking for alternative for WhatsApp though.
Yeah. I was asked to be part of Signal to jump in a little bit, like 3 years ago. That would have been interesting because one of the founders from WhatsApp left during the Facebook acquisition, and then he started it up himself. But it was just to do testing. But I never thought Signal was going to be as big as it is now. And I don't know. I really don't know what people think of Signal having the same founder or one of the same founders as WhatsApp. But the founder that left WhatsApp was mad because Facebook was asking that founder, hey, we need you to lie to the European Union regarding data privacy. And so he left like $500 million on the table, and he just, it's like, nope, I'm not going to lie. And so he left and started Signal. So that was kind of interesting.
True.
There you go. All right, let's jump in.
Yeah.
Great. So I have sort of like the snapshot of how we've structured the form from swipe pages, if you can see over here. So as soon as someone fills in a form.
Sorry, Indra, is it possible that you could press F11 to make it full screen? It looks a little small on our screen.
Yeah, I think in there you can minimize the left-hand side content as well. So you can click on, not that. Yeah, next to that.
Click on the bar in the upper left-hand corner.
Yeah, left-hand
This
corner.
one?
Keep going.
Not that.
There it is. Yep.
Yes. I can zoom.
Yeah. So what we are doing is we've connected swipe pages. So we inserted a form on swipe pages where someone might submit their name, their email address, their website. Once they've submitted those details, we will pull in the name and the company name or the domain name into the Nexweave platform, so that we can create a video and an image for them, as you can see over here. And then what we'll do is that we'll push out the image so that it appears inside your Gmail message, and the image is hyperlinked to the video. So as soon as you fill the form, you will receive an email from that particular platform, which contains a personalized image capturing your website's screenshot, your logo, your name, and then it will also connect to a video that's associated with that. So to very quickly demonstrate that example, I'm going to jump back to the swipe page. Let's say I put in Rakesh's name, I put in Konnectzit.com, and I put in an email for the time being. So as soon as the form is submitted, I'll head back to So I think it takes a delay of about it takes about a minute or 2 minutes of delay. In the meanwhile, I'm going to show you the examples which are going to be covered in this particular set itself. So what we've done is that we've created a video which contains the name, the website screenshot, and the logo. And along with that, we're using images from the platform itself, which would be something like this. So if someone has submitted their domain name, we will capture their website, we'll show their company logo, and show them this particular image, which gets inserted in the email body. And the two are connected together so that this particular image takes you to that video, which is planted on your landing page. And let's see if we've already got this particular email. Yes, the mail is here. And when you get the email, it'll appear something like this. Yeah. Apologies for my internet speed. So you get an email which contains the screenshot of the website, the logo of the company which you filled in the domain info. And then this email can also take you to the video which is associated with that particular brand. So we've planted that video on the Nexweave website. The user comes to the website, they see a video over here. The thumbnail contains Rakesh's name and the company domain name. And when you play it,
so I'm just liking that fact that it is getting a screenshot from our website as well whenever we insert the domain.
Correct. And that in fact came as a request from a lot of the guys who've been early adopters of Nexweave. I think Bruce and Ashutosh have already seen that a lot of the adopters have come in from the agency segment and the cold outreach segment. So they wanted to show the snapshot of the website of the prospect that we're trying to reach out to. So we just stitched the whole sequence together so that they fill the form, we send them an email which is hyper personalized, and that takes them to a personalized video which can continue the conversation. And then towards the end of the video, if they want to go ahead and have a button introduced, then they can have either their website domain or a book a meeting domain button available at the end of the video.
Okay.
So
That's
that
great.
was the example that I wanted to show you guys.
Do you give that links to the users so that they can fill the form and they will get the email with the personalized video as well?
Absolutely. I think we're going to release this particular link. I'll probably paste it up over here.
You want to just put it in private chat, and then I'll put it up on the bottom so people want to test that out?
Yeah, people can test it live. So they can fill in their details and they will get the email. Probably like expected delay of 1 minute or 1 or 2 minutes probably.
Yeah.
There we go. Thank you. Got it.
Yes.
All right, guys. So if you want to get an example of what it's like to see, I'm going to bring that up on the screen. There you go. So let's say you want to get an example of having a landing page where you can fill in some basic information and get an email with a customized or personalized, email with a GIF and a video. This link right here, if you're on your phone, please take a screenshot of it. What that will do is what you just saw Inder do right now regarding the Konnectzit automation, that this will give you a way to capture leads and to send them personalized, name on a video and on a GIF and send via email. So go ahead and test that out right here, and then you'll get an example of to try out the user experience, right? You get to see what your clients and your consumers would use on a typical campaign, right? Then you get a chance to understand, I like that. I think my clients would like that as well. Give yourself a chance to also give feedback also to Inder, and feel free to play with Konnectzit as you see fit. Also, for all of you who aren't aware, that Konnectzit is also currently on AppSumo, so let me go ahead and put that up on the screen. I have that for you here. Well, I was dancing to that. Why'd you turn it off?
No, I was just checking one more automation of WhatsApp thing, so it was working fine.
Totally understandable. So guys, don't forget also, and some of you might not know, on AppSumo currently, Konnectzit has a $2 a month plan essentially, right? So
Yeah.
you can see here that it's $24 for the year, and it renews at that same price, I believe, correct?
Yes. It's grandfather for life, so people can buy at $24, and that price will never gonna change. So user can
so this had 4,000, but I see here that it is stackable. So for those of you who want more and more automations per month, this is perfect. This is for one user. If you stack it, does it also stack the amount of users?
True.
Rakesh, that was a question. If you stack 2 or 3 licenses, do you stack the same amount of users also? So
at this moment, it's a single account where people can stack it on a single account. So we don't have a team plan yet, so it is yet to launch. But at this moment, it's a single account where people can stack multiple, tasks.
Perfect. Anyways, guys, I want to let you now, and then you use it in conjunction with your Nexweave campaigns currently. So if you haven't picked up Konnectzit currently, let me go ahead and give you the URL, and I'll slap it on the screen there for you. Take a screenshot. Take a screenshot of that with your phone with this URL right here, and that will take you to the automation platform. It's going to be similar to what you've seen before with like Zapier, Integromat, and then the other 2 companies that have come out like Integrately and Padlet Connect. I happen to be a little bit more favorable to Konnectzit. I've tested it before back when we were doing a plug-and-play integration. I like the fact that Konnectzit was very simple, easy to use. The UI is beautiful, and for me, that's for a lot of us, that's kind of important. But the point being, this is a pleasure to work with, and I can't emphasize that enough. And all I'm going to say is, guys, just test it out. You won't be disappointed with Konnectzit.
Thanks, Bruce.
Sure thing. There we go. And thank you for the demo too. Yeah.
Yeah, even we found it to be fairly easy to use. One of the things that we liked about Konnectzit is that the team is extremely approachable. We've seen them respond very quickly to the queries that we had. we've actually hopped onto 2 calls today itself to get this demo working. So yeah, do try it out. The reason why we demonstrated this particular example is because people wanted to know how I can have a video made like that as soon as someone fills in my calendar, fills in my contact us, etc., etc. So we started with this example. Maybe if you guys want to see more examples, do let us know in the comments, or do send us a message, and then we'll probably prepare some more examples on that particular
Okay.
form.
So I just done a simple use case of WhatsApp. So probably I was trying to actually send an like images or videos. So it was not happened, but I can send a link. So I just share my screen. So that's, can I do that?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Okay. So just
So guys, also the instructions are right here for both the demo and the AppSumo link. So feel free to also take a screenshot of that as well. All right, we're good with your screen share whenever you want to go ahead and move over. There you go.
okay. So this is a simple use case. I did it. So I'm just using swipe pages form. So whenever somebody fill the form with all the details, so I'm just taking Nexweave and creating a video template with the configuration, and I'm giving an username and selected the username and creating a video link basically, and adding it. I'm using WA API apps to send a message in WhatsApp. So I'm taking the same number filled by user and sending a link to the user with personalized, like with the link actually. So personalized name and this thing. So which has been generated by Nextweave. So the user has to fill the phone number with this format where they don't need to use the plus symbol. So just the country code and the number. So I have the link where people can fill the form and they will get a WhatsApp a link for their thing. So the link will be something like this. So this is the link. So you can see that. So when user can actually fill in the form. So they will get a link when user actually click on that link. So just this something. So this is the video which is being generated by a Nextweave. That's a personalized message with my name in that video, and that link is been going into their WhatsApp. So this is the form. So I think we can give the form to the user as well, so they can fill in the form with these things. So with the same number, so they will get the WhatsApp link basically. So I'll just share. I'll share that link. So probably we can user can use that link to fill the form, and they will get a WhatsApp message with the video link, which is generated by Nextweek.
In fact, with WhatsApp, there are a few
Perfect.
more things that you can customize within Nexweave. So maybe we'll prepare another demo showing you how that can happen. So just to give you an example, when you send a link on WhatsApp, you typically see a social preview, which is a meta description of the website. So we have a feature within Nextweave where if you've opted for custom domains for image and video links, you'll be able to have social previews prepared specifically for a particular individual. In fact, I can probably show you an example of that as well.
I think the Nextweek means like probably the WhatsApp thing is being configured. Ashutosh, can you show that by sending a message? It is been working out.
You're muted, Ashtosh.
So I just tried it, Rakesh, but it didn't work out on my end. Maybe some
Okay.
configuration. Sure. Yeah.
Okay, because if something can be configured in Nextweave, I can show that because WhatsApp thing is working fine here.
Okay.
Sending a message. Yeah, in that you can continue. Sorry to interrupt you.
Okay, so let me just. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to share these two links in the chat itself, and maybe you guys can copy that particular link. Try and send that particular link through your WhatsApp, and see how the social preview also includes your name. So I can see that in this particular session, Harsh is the only guy who's commented over here. I'm going to make a link with Harsh's name, and I'll probably paste in another link with his name so others can see how the name has been personalized for Harsh in both those examples. And not just the name, also check the social preview. You'll find that even the social preview contains Harsh's name. And there you go.
And let me go ahead and put that up on the screen. Inder, can you send that over to me in private chat too, if you don't mind?
Sure.
Thank you. And I'll put that up for everyone. So take a screenshot, guys, of that as well.
So I'll very quickly explain where this could be very interesting. There are some more integrations that we're coming up with, which will allow you to send a personalized message when you're reaching out to someone on LinkedIn. And that is something that we've seen to be extremely powerful, because if you suddenly receive a message which contains your name, your company screenshot, your logo in one image that has come out as an outreach, we've personally seen that it gets you between 6 times to 15 times better reply rates on those kind of messages as compared to the standard text that you get. And it's pretty much normal, because with the lockdown setting in, a lot of the individuals are getting messages on LinkedIn which carry only text. So if there's something with an image containing your company logo that's sent out to you, it's going to stand out very well. So do try it out. That's one of the recipes that we suggest for people who are using it for outreach.
Were you talking to me? Were you addressing me? My internet freezed out for a little bit.
No, I think I was just explaining a couple of use cases.
Okay, sorry about
that. Okay. Besides that, for those of you who've been wondering what we've been doing over the last 15 days, there are a bunch of updates which are coming out. We are looking to launch sort of integration methods with about 30 plus platforms by the end of this month. So this will mostly include your favorite email platforms, landing page platforms, chatbots, automation platforms. So that's going to be an exciting one. So give us a week's time and you'll see one by one these coming out. And that's going to make it a lot more usable as a product. Other than that, GIFs has already gone live on the platform. So just like personalized images, you can have personalized GIFs, which take them to personalized videos. That's available. We've launched custom domains for image and video links. So when you send out a link right now, you can see it mentions the URL as landing.nexweave.io. So if you're an agency, you can buy the custom domain, upgrade, switch it to something like let's say media.konnectzit.io, and then send those messages as if those have been created by your company itself, which is a very powerful example for agencies, especially so that they can pitch that as a service from their end as well. And besides these upgrades, we are working with also making the agency module live by the end of this month, which is as per what we had promised. So these are the exciting updates that are coming out. And yeah, we're constantly taking in feedback from others, having discussions with people like Rakesh to see how we can make it even more valuable for you guys. So keep the suggestions coming in. We would love to help you guys as much as possible.
And funny that you mentioned agency, because we just had that question that came up from Harsh. Let me put that up. Harsh says, I'm an affiliate marketer and agency owner. Can you guys show how Nexweave and Konnectzit can help me generate more leads using Silver bots or Facebook ads? So this is going to be a two-parter. Rakesh, we'll have you answer first, and then part two will be you, Inder. So let's go ahead and do an example workflow.
Yeah, means for Bot, like whenever there is a new sales has been happened, so I was just checking, whether we have that uh, thing is already been built. No, I could not able to see that. So Silphobot is basically, whenever there is a new sale happen between inside your messenger, so you can actually send them a personalized message using Nextweave. So this is something which in our previous video we had shown a demo. Probably I can share that link as well. So you can go ahead and check, that is inside our even in our community as well. So where we had shown a demo whenever there is a new sale happen inside the messenger, so you can use Nextview personalize this thing, and you can send them a message basically. So that was one of the use case you can build using Konnectzit and Nextview.
I've seen Silver bots inside the Konnectzit automation platform.
Sorry.
I've seen Silver bots inside Konnectzit before. I've seen the videos that you guys have done.
Yeah. So the video has been we actually shown in our last live session. So where we use Silphobot and Nextwave, and we shown a demo where how you can actually done a sale. So whenever there is a new sale happened in Messenger, so that custom link will be shared to an email. So that was a use case which we built, and we had shared that in the last session actually.
Nice. Do you have? Can you open up the platform and show some basic workflows that you could do when connecting up Silver bots inside Konnectzit to
Okay.
Nextweave?
Yeah, I can do that. I can do that.
Perfect.
Share.
While he's getting that set up, Inder, we'll go ahead and have you take off from where after Silverbox has collected the lead information and shot it into Konnectzit.
Correct. So I think the classic example that we were discussing is that as soon as someone submits certain details, if an email is being sent out to them, and if that email contains a personalized image, then there are ways to also use the Facebook pixel to retarget people through Facebook ads with the same image. I think that's a recipe that has been discussed in the past as well. So this can only happen if it's a remarketing exercise, and this can only happen with images, not with
Right.
videos for the time being. On the other hand, if you're using any other channels other than Facebook ads, so if you're using Silver bots to probably send a recommendation to your customers based on what they purchased earlier, you could have upsells, you could have abandoned cart messages, and all those scenarios for e-commerce sent out through chatbots as well. So the flexibility with Nextweave is that you can have images being delivered practically anywhere which supports links. So which could be chatbots, which could be emails, which could be landing pages, which could be pop-ups.
You know what? This is making me think of something. I'll put this out there. What about for next week? We also do a 3-branded live stream, and we bring Silverbots in next week, and we do the same thing just like we're doing now. Nexweave, Konnectzit, Silverbot.
Yeah, that would be great. We can do that.
So that's what
That
Rakesh to now.
That would be interesting because I don't think any of us have really seen 3 brands kind of like come together like that. So, all right, Rakesh, you'll go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and start your screen share. Okay.
Okay, so I'm just connecting Silphobot. So whenever there is a new order is being placed inside Silphobot, I'm just taking a Nextweave, and I selected the create video experience with the template, and I'm choosing a configuration as Konnectzit demo, and I'm just giving a username. So this has created a video link to me. So now I'm going to use this video link, and I'm just sharing it inside the email. So I'm just So click on this video link. So I'm just sharing a link. So probably we can even send an like email with the image as well. So this as not generating any email.
Oh, interesting. After you pull the name and you associate the URL in Nexweave, and then you customize the text even further, then you can do the distribution of it. Oh, wow.
So you can do this.
That's okay, guys. This is a whole new level of personalization. You don't find this with Integrately, Pabbly. Did you see how he was able to skip step 2, step 3, and go from the Silverbot, very first stage, connect it specifically over to, let's say, the two field inside Gmail, right? Getting down to the granularity when it comes to specific customizations like that, you normally don't find. Why? Because normally automation platforms are linear. You have to go to step 1, 2, 3, 4. He created a second workflow with the same 4 stages, and the second workflow went from stage 1 on Silverbot all the way to stage 4 on Gmail. You would have to create a brand new automation rule all over again inside Integrately, inside Pabbly Connect. Here, it was just as simple as, let me just draw a line. I'm telling you, the simplicity and the elegance of the UI is just easy and brilliant. So, Rakesh, that was impressive. I understood that, right? I understood the elegance of that. That's something that cannot be stated enough. How easy and simple and helpful that is when we're looking for an extra level of customization and automation. So thank you for that.
Yeah, true. Means it's like a kind of a no-brainer thing. So where like people don't need to have any technical knowledge, so they just can mark. They just can connect between the nodes. So that is so simple. They can do it.
But Bruce,
So now,
we've also been exploring some examples where on one event you could probably have multiple modes of communication reaching out to you. So you could have an email which carries a message. You could also have a bot which is sending you a message. So maybe we're going to be also toying around the platform a little more, because a lot of people who are reaching out to prospects, especially from agencies, want to send an email as well as a LinkedIn message together. So something like
yeah,
that is super powerful if done
yeah,
together.
that is also possible. In the like probably like we can actually send them an email, and also we can even reply back with this inside Silverbot itself. So whenever there is a new sale happen, so we can actually send them a message. So what I'm trying to do is I'm just sending them a message inside the messenger. So I'll just select as send message. So now I can send the same message using messenger. So I can use the same thing. So anyhow, I have the user ID from Silverbot. So now what it does is, so it will actually send back a message from Silverbot to a messenger. So whenever there is a new sale happened inside Silverbot, sorry, messenger, so it actually reply back with this particular details with the customized name and also the link, customized video link. So I'll go ahead and publish this. So let's check live. I want to do this.
I see what you're doing. Okay, So what he's trying to do is when you set up an automation, you can have it go to 2 destinations. One was to Gmail, and the other one is back to Facebook Messenger, assuming that the first source message was from also Facebook Messenger. So in a way, you can have 2 customizations that go to 2 destinations from 1 source. That's what he's showing off right there. There you go.
So now what happens is, like, whenever there is a new sale happened inside the messenger, so that as per our connect, so it will reply back to me uh, with this particular stuff. So that is as per our connect.
Now, real quick, while this is rendering, the limit of you have on 4,000 is that automation rules, and then you have unlimited triggers and unlimited automations that occur with those 4,000 rules. Is that how it works out every month?
Yeah, every month it's a 4,000 task or operations. So there is no limit on number of connects. So they are building, and also there's no limit on any number of users also. So you can see that. So the link has automatically been sent. So I can actually click on that link. So this will give me that particular use case link. So video from Nexweave. So whenever there is a new sale happens, so I'm just getting that link. So this is a link I'm just getting.
Yeah, we'll just give it a sec for it to load. It's still loading right there. And this will answer Cody's question about how to connect Nexweave with Konnectzit and Adaform. In a way, it's the same thing, right? In Adaform, you're just collecting the lead information ahead of time. Cody, take a look at this. Sorry, there you go. Take a look at that.
Are you struggling to get
email as a way to capture the lead information first, right? In your case, you would just use Adaform first to collect the lead information before running it through Konnectzit and Nexweave. Well, technically, Konnectzit will connect Adaform to Nexweave and then to some other third-party distribution system. Like in the case of, well, this use case, it went back to Messenger and it went back to Gmail. So, you know, you'd have to choose, once you collect that form information in Adaform, Konnectzit will let it run through Nexweave so you can create that personalized video experience. And then you just have to determine how is it going to get back to the user. Do you want to do it through Messenger? Do you want to do it through email? That's totally up for you to decide.
So just to tell you, Bruce, in the message, the link which was sent, there was no social preview defined. Else, you would have even got a personalized social preview for the link. So it would it would look more of an image than just people would define. Okay. All those things can be modified using the Nexweave template. So another link would have been given a completely different impact.
It was kind of hard to hear you with some background under that, but what I think you were saying, oh, there we are. Awesome stuff. And Cody's in love with it. Rakesh, we lost you there for a second.
Yeah, sorry for that. It
No,
was
no,
a
you're
bad
good. But you were saying, Astrosh, is that you don't have to have modifiers on the URL in order to have a personalized video, correct?
Correct. So even the link which was there, it's just a plain hyperlink, right? You could even have a the social preview defined for each of the links. So even the preview would be personalized. So whenever the link will come to you, it would more or less look like an image rather than a plain link. So so if there's an image with your name in it on it, then the chances of clicking on it is very high compared to just a plain text.
Yeah, I could see how people would want to. I could see how people would want to have a generic link, you know, one that's more simpler as opposed to a long one. with a lot of modifiers on it, they may suspect it, as opposed to the simple one that was just shared. Yeah.
Right.
Andrew, do you want me to put that up on the screen too?
Yeah, sure. I think let people see how it's actually appearing.
Okay. I think, is that the one that we used earlier? I think that's the same one.
Yeah, so that's the same one. So if people paste that on Facebook or they paste that on WhatsApp, they'll see how the social preview is appearing for that particular link.
Okay, I'll go ahead and put that in here. Okay, guys, if you're following us on the Facebook page or on YouTube or on Periscope, you'll be able to copy that and try out the demo for yourself. And it will take you to a landing page. It will look something like this. Zoom in real quick. Anyways, guys, feel free to go ahead and play with that demo there. You can see how it didn't have an extensively long URL to get to a personalized page, right? It was a specific URL catered to one individual in this case. But you understand, and for those of you who use Nexweave, you can technically have a lot of modifiers added on to the link to make it more and more personalized. That sometimes can scare off people, right? In this case, Inder, what he's sharing here is this one is specifically catered and tailored for a specific individual where they're going to feel more comfortable to click on that link when you're doing your outreach campaigns. So I'll put this out to the both of you. Is it possible to create specific links where it'll say special offer for X? There you go, special offer for X per individual. That way they feel comfortable on clicking the link also. So we're not just personalizing the video and then the text on the video, but we can also create a personalized slug URL.
Absolutely. Why? Let me just show you a few examples of the same link that I sent. And I'm going to share my screen.
All right, go ahead.
Yes. So this was the example that I shared with you guys. Now, notice how I'm changing the name over here, and we have the name being updated in the slug. So if, let's say, I want to make a message for Bruce, if I copy this message and I say paste it as a message for Bruce.
Of course, I'm going to click on it. It has my name in the link, right? That's the idea.
But it also has your name over here. So the social preview contains your name. It contains your name in the URL as well. So the chances of you clicking are going to increase because of that. And that's not just for Facebook. I can have the same thing run on LinkedIn as well, where let's say if I'm sending a message to someone on LinkedIn, so this message is also going to be turned into a social preview where it contains the name of the individual I'm reaching out to.
Now, can you send them a customized slug and a customized preview from inside LinkedIn from the Chrome extension?
So I think we'll probably have to test that once again because we were tweaking a few things to make that work. So once that is ready, maybe in the next session, we'll compile a nice demo to show you guys how that can happen.
Perfect. I'm looking forward to that. If I don't have to go back to Nexweave, right, and I can just do it from inside a Chrome extension in a chat, doesn't matter if it's LinkedIn, doesn't matter if it's Messenger, doesn't matter if it's Gmail, it would be great if I can just say, boop, you know, here's the customized URL slug, boop, here's the customized video, boop, here's your customized experience, and I didn't have to go to Nexweave, and it was all done inside the LinkedIn page or inside the Facebook Messenger page. Brilliant. Awesome.
In fact, that's where we are building this particular piece. So if you have the Nexweave plugin installed, you'll be able to invoke the Nexweave plugin from here itself. Let me just put in the API key. So you can fetch an API key from this section of the application.
Just need to refresh once.
So once the API key is in, you'll be able to fetch the campaigns that you've got. I'm going to use this one, include Ashutosh's name, which you can also get in from here. Include domain name. In this case, let's say I can click on generate experience. So what you notice is that a video link has been created along with a thumbnail and an image link. I can copy this link.
Right. The only thing we need to do is be able to customize that slug sent, because they may not click on it because it says VRUZ, et cetera, et cetera.
Correct. So
But
that's why we'll
ahead.
probably show you some examples in terms of how this can be managed better. That's why we're having discussion with Rakesh as well on how Texo can be used, because someone who's doing LinkedIn outreach is not going to do it one at a time. They might want to do it for multiple people. At the same time, if yes, people are intending to use it in a certain way which we've not covered so far, do let us know, because then we can go ahead and modify these as well.
I'm telling you right now, I'm planning on using this with live streams. If I can get a Silver bot to send a message to someone who leaves a comment, and then it's a customized slug with a customized, hey, thank you for coming onto our live stream. And then they click on it, and it takes them to a landing page where I can capture their information and say, hi, John Smith, please give me your name, your email address, and your telephone number, and we'll let you know that the next time we go live. We have a branded, personalized notification platform for live stream. Holy crap. I'd love to do that.
That would be great.
I want that. So I need to find out if we can create customized slugs as part of Silverbots, bringing in the data, but then, you know, once the personalized video experience is created through Nexweave, if I can send that customized slug after Nexweave has processed it back into Silverbot, back into the same person who left the comment.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I think, Rakesh, we've got a challenge on our hands now. For the next session, let's get that going, and let's get Vijay
Guys,
also on the line.
we can make that happen. We'll do that. We'll use that during the next Facebook Live.
Yeah, we can do that. Even we can try out WhatsApp bots as well. You know, WhatsApp messages and all. We can try sending that link even in WhatsApp as well. We can do that.
We have homework for next week, guys. Let's just leave it right there.
Great.
And
Before we sign off, I'm going to show you some of the updates that are going to be coming out very soon.
yes, let me get the link ready also for the personal URL is a must. Cedric, I totally agree with you, 100%. I'm right there with you, buddy. I'm right there with you. And then Inder, if you can give me that URL too, if you don't mind, real quick.
This one?
Yep, the one for the voting page.
Okay, so for the voting page, you can actually go to nexweave.com/roadmap.
Okay, perfect.
And then all the features are listed over here. in terms of the ones which are coming in, the ones which are planning to release. Specifically talking about the updates which are planned for this particular month, we'll have agency branding being released. So very soon you'll be able to have portals contain, you already have custom domains for image and video links. We will give you some more options to brand the portal for your agencies. Another request that's come in is related to landing page personalization. So in the next session, we'll show you an example of how a landing page can be personalized as well, where you can have text on the page personalized, images, videos, GIFs, and multiple of them on the same page. We have Integromat integration coming in very soon. We had requests coming in where they wanted to have images with slightly tilted text, so it appears as if you've written it on a page. So text rotation is going to be going live. Same is the case with image rotation. Ashutosh, in case we can show them some examples, maybe you can get a couple of those ready so that we can show them very quickly.
Let me just get it ready.
This is one of the most interesting ones where many times when you want to show an image to someone, you might want to show a tilted screen containing the image of your prospect's website. So with the 3D image warping option, you'll be able to fit it exactly onto your particular desktop screen, irrespective of what kind of tilt is there. So maybe once our source is ready, we'll show you how that happens. And then a few of us wanted the canvas size to be resized, especially for images, so that they don't have to upload an image and then add elements. They might just use the background itself by putting in a color on the background and adding in components over there itself. So all of these are anyways planned for release. I'll show you something more interesting, which is not available on the public roadmap right now because we're estimating a few things. But only for the people who are there on this particular live, you'll soon have all of these email platforms available in terms of how you can use them with Nexweave. You'll have all of these chatbot platforms available as options that can be used with Nexweave. These CRM options, these automation platforms, and then we'll also be introducing some landing page integrations. So we've set ourselves a target that we'll have at least 25 compatible platforms by the end of this month, though we're pushing internally to take this up to about 40. And if there are others which we might have missed out over here, go ahead and let us know so that we can also make them available.
I'll just share this. I'll just share my screen. So can you see my screen?
Let's pull it up. No, not yet.
Okay.
Can I get a personalized message in Silverbox using Nexweave when someone clicks on my own Facebook ad? Well, I guess we did have that conversation before, Ender, about pulling in the data from a pixel, but I don't know how much Facebook allows. There are two types, right? There's a Facebook ad, Arch, that allows you to have people fill in a form. Those, yes, obviously, because the client or the prospective lead is filling in the data fields. In data fields, I mean, their name, the email address, the telephone number, their business, et cetera, et cetera. Facebook ads for those, yes, that's organic and naturally makes sense because it's a form that's also running as a Facebook ad. Then you have the other kinds that are like meant to be ads that take them to, let's say, a website, and it hits a Facebook pixel. That's the one that Inder and I have been talking about for the last couple of months. That it's a little bit of a privacy thing. What can Facebook provide us in terms of, what do they make available in terms of the customer data regarding the pixel? Obviously, they're not going to give us the email address, but they may give us the name. And so it's possible that if someone clicks on an ad that doesn't have a form or doesn't have a field, that's something that we're still looking into, but there's nothing definite finalized on that yet.
Yeah, Ash, to add on to that point to Bruce, so if we have a user ID getting from Facebook lead ad, yes, it is possible. We can able to send a message from Nextwave link. We can do that. So only thing we require is an user ID.
Perfect. And Harsh says, also, are you planning on integrating with Groove as well? I guess that makes sense because it has landing pages and it has forms, right?
So Harsh, what I would recommend is that you can go and just add that to our roadmap. You can submit that as an idea. And if there are others who are also vouching for that particular element as an integration, then we'll take that up.
Yeah, just ask your friends and your group follower buddies to go ahead and vote on it, right? So the Nexweave team does their integrations based on votes. So yeah, it would make sense that if you want it to be escalated in terms of expedited, how fast you want it to be done, just have your friends vote on it. Okay, and Ashos, let's go ahead and bring up your screen. There we go.
So till now, what we had is
So
just.
I think.
Are you able to see my?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're looking good.
I think Ash, you can do that using Konnectzit. So Groove funnels is already been integrated inside Konnectzit, and you can use Nexweave too.
Awesome.
Yeah. So till now you have just seen like we can just adjust the size of the image which is there. No rotation was there, and nothing skew transform, nothing was there. So now we have added a feature called 3D warping. So with the help of this, you can see that there are more access just coming to it. And now you can just shape the image at any point, any way you want it. So you can have an effect of a 3D image. So any shape you want, you have in mind, you can adjust this image into the corresponding shape. And guess what? You can pass this. Yeah.
Give me 3 seconds. That's specifically used for billboards when you're taking a cityscape photo, and the billboard is, to an angle. That's exactly what it's made for. Thank you. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. And this image, the images can be just personalized just via URL, and you can just keep changing the images, and all the images which will come over here will retain the shape. So if you're passing the image URL of this person, and if you want to change it to Bruce, so even the next image which will come will have this retain the shape of orientation of this image. So dynamically, I think none of the platform is offering something like this that is coming out of next week. So it's right now on staging, and it should be available before the end of this month.
So you mean that images also being customizable?
Sorry, image also being?
Image also being customizable, so you can customize using the link.
Right. You can do it.
That's great, actually.
Yeah.
That is big for local businesses, because in a way this shows, hey, take a photo of your city and you can have that ad, right, basically on a billboard overlooking the city as part of it were like a regular billboard. That's perfect for local businesses.
Yeah. You can rotate it the way you want it.
Oh, now you're just showing off. Now you're just being fancy ass stuff.
Yeah. And you can reset it to the shape you wanted. Now it's back to the original where we were initially. So this is what we have added.
Is that live? It looks like it's live on yours, but is it live for me and everyone else?
Yeah, there's no lag over here.
No, what I'm saying is, can we do the 3D warping now, or do we have to wait for that?
No, we can do it now. So this is on staging. So you wanted to do in demo, or is it on the platform?
Well, what I'm saying is, people like myself and other people that are Nexweave users would like to do that as part of their demos to their clients. Is 3D warping available in their accounts currently?
Okay, so I'll just save this for now. I'll just generate one image.
I think Ashutosh, what Bruce is referring to is that we have this feature on staging. How soon will all our users be able to use this?
So within next 2 weeks, this will be available on the production.
So are we saying before the end of the month?
Correct.
Like that?
Correct.
Go back to the previous image that you had? No, the one of the girls on the computer.
I think that was something that we were trying out differently. So we cannot share it.
You can use that photo and use it to insert it inside that computer.
Yeah.
So in fact, I think what we'll show is a more relevant example where you might be holding a magazine, and within that magazine, you can fit in that individual's photograph and say, hey, I just saw you on a magazine or something like that. Or you could have a tilted desktop and the image is being shown over there.
Correct. Or maybe something. Okay, this is not going to create another impact.
Exactly, something like that.
Right. Something like that. But there's no rotation or warping which is available over here, but that can be done.
That's still totally fine. Oh, that's awesome. Now, the only thing we need to do to add to that 3D warp for monitors and for computers is allow rounded edges, and we're done.
Correct.
That's it. Oh, that's
Right.
brilliant. That's brilliant. I love it. Now that we've blown everyone's mind, I hope they had a chance to view everything. Let's go ahead and cut it there, guys. Thank you for everyone that's been with us for the past hour. Hope you got to see all the extra cool stuff during the last 20 minutes. Harsh, thank you for joining us also. Harsh had a question regarding Konnectzit. Please ask Rakesh about that after the live stream is over. Guys, thank you very much for sticking with us during this past hour. This was interesting. I meant to give the guys a little bit of homework because I want to use it myself for the live streams that you guys are following me on. So on that note, let's everyone be safe, wash your hands, keep social distancing in mind, and we'll see you guys all next week.
Thank you, Bruce, and thank you, Inder, for bringing me here. It was great, actually. It was a great session. Whenever we collaborate.
Yes, you're coming next week, and we're going to bring the Silverblast team too.
Sure, so definitely with that homework, whatever you are given, so we're gonna do that.
We're doing it. Yeah, let's schedule for next week. I'll put it right in StreamYard to make it like a big deal.
Sure. We'll bring in a lot more use cases as well.
Okay, cool. We'll put it up.
Sure.
Have a good one, guys. Take care.
Thank you so much, guys. Take care.
Bye. Bye.